It's not often that I go to a train show in search of a specific item. However, last weekend I did. And it's even more rare to return with not just one, but two items from my wish list. I was hoping to find both a Rico station from Lionel and a switch tower from Plasticville. Well, mission accomplished. I found that pair of model kits, as well as a Lionel boxcar and a suburban station also by Plasticville. All of this for just 40 bucks. Not too bad, if I say so myself. I have an idea for modifying a switch tower which involves cutting and painting, so I didn't want to use this earlier kit that came with its original box. It's too nice to even build, but a previously glued example stored in a Baggie, well, that would work just fine. When I checked it out at the swap meet, it was missing one door and the steps. But for some reason, it came with two roof sections. And that's perfect for me, because I plan to cut the tower into two roughly equal parts and turn one building into a pair. The only real hurdle I see is this large molded diagonal area for attaching the steps. My first thought was to cut with my rotary tool, but then I realized that the horizontal banding that encircles the building could act as a straight edge for my utility knife. So after several passes to score the plastic, and then also a cut at each corner, it snapped apart pretty easily. A little cutting and grinding finished off the new upper edge. I'll still have to do some sanding, but that will come later on after all four walls are cemented together into one unit. This is a snap-together kit, but for what I'm making, I'll use a plastic solvent cement, so I can get rid of all these little corner tabs. Here's that stupid diagonal area again. I was thinking about covering it with some kind of box or air conditioning unit, but then I realized that I could cut it out altogether and replace it with a piece of molded styrene left over from an earlier project. The pattern is not a perfect match to the surrounding area, but lots of older buildings have patched or even mismatched siding, so I think this is going to work just fine. I wanted just a little more height, so I added maybe 3/8 of an inch to each side. Otherwise, the roof was too low, and the overhang just covered up too much of this now way shorter model. A little modeler's putty helps to fill in any remaining gaps, but I'm not quite finished with modifications. I have enough scrap plastic left over to make a railing and 2 signs to fill in those gaping slots on the roof. And that's where I'm going to stop for today. Paint will be in a future video, and please don't forget about that remaining upper half of the old switch tower. That's going to be turned into something special. I'm not sure about the color scheme for this little guy, but I definitely don't want to rush into it. So I'm going to think about it for a while. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.